A mere situation in which Jereld Manning was standing directly in front of a building. Typically, a typical building in which Jereld Manning could re-implies to himself, I wonder if past survivors came here to try to help. Jereld Manning enters the building, walks through the dark tunnels of the eerie lit facility, and walks directly into a big wide black room. A man turns in his seated chair. Todd Abell, the crazy bunny, stares directly at Jereld Manning. Todd responds, "Hello, Jereld. Came to pick my opinion on my brain." Jereld responds, turns around, looks directly at Todd. Jereld responds, "My friends, I'm coming to you to tell you a small story." Charlie responds, "Go ahead." Jereld says, "There's a group of friends. I'm one of them. In that friend group, we survived a train derailment 6 weeks ago. Maybe around more than 8 months ago, we survived a train derailment. And now over the last 6 weeks, our friends have been dying. We're dying one by one. Whatever the situation at hand is, we're dying very gruesomely. I don't think they realize it, but my friends are in danger. We're in jeopardy, and we need help." Todd Abell stares at Jereld, then stands up from his seat. Opens a drawer and pulls out a list of names. And hands a folded list, folds it up and hands it to Jereld Manning. Todd responds, "Jereld Manning it is, right? Troy Harding had that premonition?" Jereld responds, "Yes, he did." Takes the folded names. Todd Abell, also known as the Crazy Bunny, walked back to his seat, and before sitting down, stares at the screen back in front of Jereld. The security out shade order. Room death has spared. Cheated death beforehand, but won't target them with in vain. You're safe with them if you can get those champions of death's design to roll with you on a situation. Jereld responds, throwing his hair to the right of his head. "How do I do that?" Todd smirks, revolving the situation, and sits down, staring directly at Jereld Manning, and says, "Deduction of a situation revolving a humanity. There's 5 Sigarian out chain order members left of the main listing. Referee Daxton Shepard is the last in line. Best bets are with him. But if you're already on the list, you might as well consider yourselves already dead. Jereld responds, "What?" Order. Todd returns in his seat. There's no escaping death. You can cheat it, but it then eventually come back for the one that cheated it. That's the whole purpose of the figuring out chain order. You cheat it, it gives you a break for a certain amount of time. You become champions of it, of your own destiny. However, you're really nothing but death, bitch, Robin's situation being the champion of it. After so many irrelevances and kill-offs revolving other domains, your own domains, and other domains, Jereld saw the situation. Dashes in could die too. The word is not forward. It's going from front to back, back to forward, middle to back, middle to forward. Because the accurate chain order. Todd smirks at the situation, humping with a small portion. Jereld fears a fearful situation. In that fearful situation, he pulls out the listing and looks at it. And notices a female named Trina Lutner, who was third on the security outchain cast listing, looks directly at Todd Abell from behind. Jereld responds, "Fuck. My cousin, Trina Lutner." Todd says directly afterward, his fingers colliding within his fingers. The third without securing out chain order. Trina Lutner is currently inbound back to town. However, she'll meet a dangerous Jenny Corday at the psychiatric hospital, where when she entered, when she murdered to stay alive to become a champion. Trina's gonna return, unaware that death is not gonna do anything but take inevitable advantage. Jereld runs directly down the black corridor and out the front door.